Jamberry. I just wanted to make a quick little video to show you how I put on my jams. I try to put them on at nighttime, so then while I'm sleeping, the adhesive has completely enough time to adhere to my nails, and it just makes them a little bit stronger. I have 4 kids, we're always busy, so I really want to make sure that my wraps stay on really well. What I also do is I usually put on a base coat. It is not necessary, but my nails are super bendy and they peel sometimes. The wraps definitely make a difference, they keep them stronger, but I put on the strengthening base coat just to give them just a little bit more to kind of help them out a little bit. They need as much help as possible, honestly. What I'm going to put on today is I'm going to put on Atlantis, one of my favorite wraps, and then I'm going to use our zebra print accent nail. Instead of putting on all 10 nails, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I put on one of them. I use the same process for all of my nails, and I kind of use the same basic process that most consultants and most wrap users use. So first off, after I applied my polish and it's dried, then I take an alcohol pad. I have these because it's what I include in my sample packs that I send out to people. But you could just use nail polish remover, you could use regular alcohol. Some people like to use Dawn dish soap. You just want to make sure that after you rub it all throughout your nails, that you give your nails enough time to dry. The alcohol evaporates pretty quick, so that one dries pretty quick, so you're able to move on to your wraps right away. So I clean all of my nails. This makes sure there's no lotion on there, no makeup on there, no oils from your natural skin, and that also helps make sure that the wraps adhere really well. Then I go through my wraps and I find the correct sizing that I want to use. I know that my accent nail is going to fit my ring fingers, but to pick the correct size, I just kind of, it's clear on here, so I just kind of line it up and then see how it goes. You want to make sure you have a little bit of nail showing around the edges. You do not want your wraps to wrap around the nail onto your skin. It's not going to adhere to your skin. It's a different type of texture. It's got oil in there, and then you're going to be disappointed because your wraps will peel way earlier than the 2 weeks. Okay? So you just kind of find the correct sizing that you want. It's okay to go just a little bit small, not a big deal at all. So I know that these are going to fit my ring fingers. I try to touch my wraps as little as possible. That way the oils from my fingers don't get onto the wraps. So you can use a cuticle stick, you can use a toothpick, you could use your scissors, something to just kind of help hold the wraps so that you don't get any extra oil on them. You want them to adhere as well as possible. Okay, so I go ahead and hold my wrap over my heater. Let it warm up a little bit. Don't get it too close. If you overheat your wrap, it can cause some damage to your wrap. It is made with plastic, so it can, stretch a little bit too much. So you just want to get it warm enough that it's kind of bendy. Okay, and then I go ahead and apply it to my nails. Take your time. Don't just throw it on there too quick, because once you get it on there with the polish underneath, it is a little more difficult to move if you need to adjust it. Okay, so I've got mine on. Once I get it on, I take my cuticle stick and I push it down my nails from the middle out to the edge of my nails. It just adds a little more pressure than using your fingertip. Your fingertip is just fine. And then I work from the center out, and I make sure I get it all along the edges of my nails here really well. That makes sure you give it a little bit better stick, a little bit better adhesion there. And it also helps make sure there's no wrinkles, no bubbles. Okay, now I take my handy dandy little scissors. When I first started using my wraps, I tried using my regular craft scissors, way too big. It's hard to get a nice clean cut, so you just can use some little craft scissors or cuticle scissors. If you get the application kit, these come in with your kit. And then I just cut around my nail. And now I have enough to do my other ring finger, and I have a little bit of an accent that I could use for maybe my pinky, or I could use for my daughter's fingers, which are smaller than mine, or I could even probably use it on my toes. Okay, now it's time to heat it back up. So I put it over here for another, I do about 10 seconds, press down, another 10 seconds, press down. Some people do it longer. It just kind of depends how long you can have your finger by the heat. I just get really impatient. I use my cuticle stick again to really press it down. Using your finger is fine. I just find that I get a little bit more even pressure when I use this stick. Okay. And then I take my file and I go ahead and file it down. Don't file side to side right away. File it going straight down. That takes off any extra that you have hanging over the edge of your nail. See, it's kind of taken off this little extra here, and I just remove it and make sure I've got a nice clean edge. I like to use the heat one more time, just make sure I've got that edge really well on there. Press it down, and I've got a great little accent nail. Then for the rest of my fingers, I'm going to go ahead and use our Atlantis. I think it's going to make a fun little combination here. Okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.